Hey guys, welcome back to All Things Knives. It's your host Fletcher, and today we are doing a K390 steel carry update. This is my Spydercos Delica K390 Wharncliffe. I know the one that we have been carrying is the Delica, which we still have one more edge on, but because it's been a pretty hectic week and I didn't have time to sharpen, I just went ahead and grabbed the next K390 I saw, which was this guy. Okay, so we killed the factory edge on this guy. I actually went through a lot of ammo boxes with it, which was like perfect for it. The tip worked perfectly. This thing really is just a box destroyer. If you're working at a job where you got to open just boxes after boxes after boxes, this blade shape's pretty awesome. The K390 though felt pretty, felt pretty normal, in all honesty. Felt a lot like the other stuff in terms of how the edge did. And sharpening, it got pretty sharp. I sharpened this one to 600 grit, just to see how I like it. And then I think this one was dropped to 1 micron. I did 6 and 1. And another thing too is I've recently started a journal too. So when we go through the steel reviews, I can review the journal and see how it did. But this one happened the other day in terms of the sharpening, so I still remember it. It's the second edge. I'll go to either 3 or 4. But this guy performed really well. It does kind of have there's some wonkiness with the bevels here. I mean, I did this on my angle guided sharpener and it just is wonky as all get out from the Spyderco factory. This guy though is, if you're looking for a small knife to do some work, man, holy cow, the Delica and K390 is a slicer. Definitely wouldn't be a hard use knife, but man, if you're just going through boxes and you're just cutting and slicing, and that tip too is really aggressive. It's a really aggressive cutting area. I love it. I love it. And the way it sharpened on the diamonds was phenomenal. Really quick, honestly. You could probably even hear how sharp that edge sounds. Definitely not a stainless. You know, K390 likes to patina, likes to get a little bit of rust going on. If not, yeah, you guys can probably see some over there. I've had to clean this one several times. Here's the tape. That's how I proved to you guys I actually use my knives, is I don't clean them. It still has the marks from when I sharpened it, so you guys are able to see those. But I was really surprised at how this, from the factory edge, did a really good job. I think I even ended up having to, I believe I stropped the factory edge and it did all right. Really what I was most excited about was to try this Wharncliffe out, and that the blade shape did really well. So far, K390 is looking good. I'm going to carry all of them. You know, they're all from the same manufacturer though, just because you don't get K390 from a whole lot of other manufacturers. I know there's a few. I've had a few of my K390s tested, or at least they had Endura, and I believe it was around 66. I should have a video on my channel where I have the HRC results for that Endura. Sorry, not the Endura, the Delica. These guys are pretty sweet though, especially for the value. I'm excited to see how it does. We're on edge number 2, 600 grit, stropped at 1 micron. All right. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Put on that notification bell, leave a comment down below. If you like a lot of knife content and you like it pretty regularly, go ahead and subscribe. And most importantly, don't you forget to stay sharp.